for step 3 of the home buying process, which is to hit these streets in search of your new home. So after you've hired me as your real estate agent and you've gotten pre-approved for a home loan, it is time to go shopping. So I'm going to give you a few helpful tips to ensure that you have a pleasant house hunting experience. Before you even start looking, create a list of your must-haves and your would-like-to-haves. To help, I'll give you my wants versus needs sheet. This will help me to understand which items are most important to you. Keep in mind that no house is perfect, but by prioritizing, we will have a much easier time finding the best match for you. So here are a few more tips when it comes to wants versus needs. When you set out to go house hunting, chances are you already have the idea of the perfect home in your mind. And honestly, if you get stuck on that idea, it might make it a little more difficult for you to find a home that you love. One thing that will help is to go into house hunting with the right mindset. So the first thing that you need to be thinking is that there is no perfect home. And the second thing you need to remember is that wants are great, but my needs are non-negotiable. So it will help you a lot to focus on those non-negotiables first. For example, a large island in the kitchen is a nice to have, but a safe neighborhood and a good location, that's the priority. That's a non-negotiable. So sometimes the home that gives you everything you need doesn't necessarily come in the package that you imagined that it would. So keep an open mind, and that maybe house could become a yes with a little vision. Stick to your must-haves and be flexible with the rest, especially if it's your first home, because your first home doesn't necessarily have to be your forever home. A home also doesn't have to be perfect for it to feel like home. And though it might not be everything that you expected, it might just be everything that you need. If you're interested in a particular neighborhood, drive around in the area during the day and at night. Get a feel for how the homes are cared for, what traffic is like, etc. And although you have a list of priorities, keep an open mind when viewing houses. Take photos and notes so you can remember specific details when comparing properties later. I give my clients a house hunter's checklist to make the process easier. Another thing that might be beneficial if you're interested in a particular area is to simply ask around. You can talk to family, friends, co-workers, or you may even know someone who already lives in the area that you're interested in. One of them may even know someone who's thinking about selling in that neighborhood but hasn't put the house on the market yet. So you definitely shouldn't hesitate to ask around here. When you finally find a home you love, be ready to make an offer. I talk strategy with my clients before we even start looking so they can make an offer as soon as we've matched them with a property. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to be ready to make an offer when you do find a property that you love. If it's a truly amazing property, then chances are someone else is going to find it to be truly amazing as well. And they are going to want to put in an offer too. So what we have to do is make our best solid offer and make it as quickly as possible. That gives us the best chance of securing that home. So some of the things that I do to make sure that my clients are prepared to make an offer is to sit down and talk strategy with you before we even go house hunting. So when we start looking, we already know how much earnest money you're going to want to put down, how much due diligence you're going to want to put down. We already have a baseline for those things, and so if we need to make adjustments, we can do so quickly. I also ask my clients to give me a list of properties that they are most interested in. That way I can do my homework to take a look at those properties and make sure that they are priced well in our market, and that gives me a better idea of what our strongest and best offers should be. I will also have the offer to purchase contract pre-filled as much as possible with your information so that when you do find a property, it should just be a matter of entering in some key information and then sending the offer off to the seller's agent. After that, we are primed and ready for offer acceptance or negotiations. And at the end of the whole process, the goal is securing the keys to your new home. So if you're still on the fence about whether or not you should take step 1 and 2 of the home buying process, message me with your questions. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about anything that you're not clear on, so we can go ahead and get you to the fun part, which is shopping for your next home. I do have a buyer's guide that will walk you through the home buying process from start to finish. If you'd like your free copy, you can message me or just comment buyer's guide below. Don't let your doubts and fears keep you from taking that first step. I'm waiting